Cancer sucks.
Cancer sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get the chance to get cancer, I'd skip it. I really would.
Hi, welcome back to Mike and Mary Jane and my cancer story. One of the things that you have to worry about, besides the fact that you have cancer, are the costs of cancer. Can you afford it? Do you have medical insurance? And fortunately for us, we do have really good medical insurance. It's an HMO, and we have paid hardly anything out of pocket. But when you start breaking down the numbers and how much it actually costs to not just stay healthy, but to stay alive and save your life, it's crazy. Michael has the numbers and he'll go over them. Just listen, it's a lot. It's expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive, and we are at the very beginning of this. We went. Mary Jane got her colonoscopy on the 29th of September. So she had a colonoscopy, and then they did surgery so they could get some samples. So that was one big day, and then 2 days later, we were on a plane to Mexico. So there was one appointment really in September, nothing at all for October. Then as soon as we came back, it was doctor after doctor after doctor with various consultations and plans and setups. And then your very first chemo treatment was December 2nd,
Yes.
give or take. So we're now December 12th. So we're brand new into the actual treatments. But to give you a cost breakdown of where we are today, and we'll do these periodically over the course of this journey so you can keep track. For September, remember, one appointment. September, that was the colonoscopy and the surgery that immediately followed. I mean, within an hour, $10,331. One day. I mean, surgery, but nonetheless, $10,000. Nothing in October. Came back in November. And that was all just meeting with doctors. There was no treatments or no surgeries, just meeting, talking,
Tests,
labs,
lab work.
that sort of thing. $3,243, so $3,243 for those discussions. And thus far in December, with one chemo treatment, some labs, I believe, that's it. Actually,
Right.
just
And-
the
and
one
that-
chemo.
and had the PICC line put
And
in.
the PICC line put in, which there's another video for the PICC line as to what that is. That is $2,236. Again, we're on the 12th, so we're $2,000 so far. So our grand total over the course of these 2.5 months, 3 months, $15,812. That's the cost of what they would bill. Now, we do have very good insurance. We should have probably written down what our insurance cost is. Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't, sorry.
It's $500-600.
Yeah, he'll put it up on the
Yeah,
screen
I'll put it
later.
up on the screen. Because it's my insurance through my employer. I want to say it's $500 or $600 a month, which is not a small amount, but we are fortunate that it is not an amount that that hinders us in a way that we have to choose between paying for that or not paying for that. So our cost out of pocket relative to this $15,800 is $124, meaning that's our co-pays with these various appointments. Again, you have to factor in we pay $500 or whatever it is a month, but we've only paid an additional $124, so $124. I mean, the silver lining, I guess, is that we have insurance. The silver lining is that we are financially able to afford, even if we had to pay for these expenses in cash, but we're only the first month of chemo.
Right.
We're going to go through this for 8 to 10 months. That is a huge burden.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if you did not have insurance what your choices really are. I mean, this is not a political conversation. You can take from this conversation what you want, but the reality is if I had to pay for this just into our first month of chemo, we'd be looking at almost $16,000 out of pocket.
And that's $16,000 for 15, right? 15 appointments?
For 15 appointments,
Yeah.
just also how many appointments we've had, 15 appointments, it's cost us $15,000, almost $16,000 what the cost was. This is the problem, that you put people in a position of, do you pay? Here's the other thing. Regardless of when you get cancer, you think, well, I'm going to figure it out, right? I'm going to come up with the money if I have to sell my house, sell my car, to keep me alive, right? If you can. Recognize there's people that probably cannot. But the reality also is, would we have paid to even have the colonoscopy done
Have we not had insurance?
had we not had insurance and couldn't afford
Right.
$10,000? That's to find out, basically, if she had cancer. For a lot of people, you might as well ask for $1 million, right? $10,000 is so outside of the range just to find out if you need to start putting more money into this process. So we've mentioned in other videos, this is why, that's not the specific reason why, but colon cancer is a slow growing, no side effect kind of cancer, right? You have no ill effects from the colon cancer that you can detect.
No, I know no physical symptoms or anything, and that's the problem with it, is because it is so slow growing. By the time that you actually are having symptoms and know that there's something wrong, it's usually too late.
Far too late.
Yeah.
And if your choice was, maybe you got a bad test that indicated, hey, we need to go in and check something out, and they said, it's only going to cost you $10,000, you're not going to do it for a lot of people, right?
Right.
And when they do finally say you have to do this, it's like Mary Jane said, it's likely too late. So these are big numbers. They are going to get bigger.
Yeah.
Again, this is we've had one chemo treatment.
Great.
You're going to do this for the next 4 months.
Yes.
And then go into chemo and radiation daily for
6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Then you're going to get an additional surgery.
Yeah. To hopefully get everything
Right.
else out and not have to have anything else done.
And that's assuming everything's done at that point. And we're 15 grand into it thus far. So I don't know what else to say about that.
Cancer sucks.
Cancer sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get the chance to get cancer, I'd skip it. I really would. So hope that information is informative. It's probably helpful, maybe. But it is what it is. You have to recognize there is a cost to it, and you don't have much choice, quite frankly. You got to do something. So that's it. It's not really the happiest note to end on, right?
No, but
No.
luckily I'm feeling fine and I'm doing really well. I'm still continuing to work. I grocery shop, I clean house, wash dishes. I mean, nothing so far has changed.
Right.
So we're hoping for that to continue.
Yeah. So check out our other videos. We're going to try to get at least one video out a week just to kind of keep you in the loop of how this process works. And if maybe it's something you're going through or someone you know is going through, give you a little bit deeper dive into the behind the scenes of what it means to have cancer. Make sure you subscribe and you like the channel. If you have gone through your own story, we would love to hear that because everyone's cancer is different.
Absolutely.
And we know that our cancer situation and how we deal with it as a couple is possibly different than yours, but we want to hear yours, and we'd love to hear the comparison and the contrast of how that is. So like, subscribe, and ring the bell. That'll let you know every time we upload a new video. And until then, I guess we'll see you in the next video.
See ya.